Looks for Willock, and this could result in something. A shot from distance. Joe Willock, oh my god! That is contender for goal of the season. I know I say that often, but this one off the crossbar and in, literally out of nothing. There's the hat-trick goal. There's the hat-trick goal we've been waiting for. Tammy Abraham. The only goalkeeper at the club we've got right now is Woodman, who is 73 rated. And that means in this episode, we're going to go deep in for a goalkeeper. We need to sort this signing out as soon as possible. And Nick Pope might be one of the players we try and bring in. About 15 million to spend in this window. Remember, in January, we can only make 2 signings. That's the rule. And it's going to be a tricky one. We need to sort out a goalkeeper signing as well as maybe a defender, because Dammit picked up a pretty long-term injury. So a lot to look forward to in this episode. Big transfers, all that sort of stuff since we are in the transfer window. FA Cup begins as well. We've got Premier League games. Should be a cracking episode. And if you are enjoying this Newcastle career mode, I'd really appreciate if you could come in with the support and drop a like in the video. If we can smash out 4,000 likes, that'd be incredible, and I'll guarantee you guys an episode tomorrow. So what are you waiting for? Drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new around here. We're pushing for 250,000 subscribers. We'll get there soon enough, but if you guys can help me out, that'll be awesome. Let's get on with today's video. Press conference to kick off today's episode. First one is about selling goalkeepers. List one of your goalkeepers for loan as they don't get any chances. So I've actually already sold all the backup keepers we had at the club. Gillespie, Turner, all of them are gone. Dubravka, of course, the big one we sold to Schalke. So right now at the club, the only goalkeeper, as I said, we've got is Woodman. So I don't plan on selling him. He's going to be back up to the new keeper we sign. Next up, turn Saint Maximin into a left winger. It will give him a +1 upgrade on his overall. Also, he'll make better runs as a winger and will not track back as much. That's actually a good idea, and it says it'll take about 20 weeks to make him a left winger. So if you're saying he'll go up by a +1 rating, we'll 100% try this out, because already at 86 rating, Saint Maximin's super good, high rated, but if we can make him even better, why the hell not? So I've put him on a position changing plan, left winger. Let's see what's up with this. Next up, negotiate with Callum Wilson and make him a rotation squad player so he won't get angry and leave. Yo, that is actually a fantastic suggestion. I'm pretty sure at the moment he is on an important squad role, which means he still won't really get all that annoyed. But by making him a squad rotation player, I think we can also save some money on wages and offer him a lesser contract, which could give us more money to work with for signing that goalkeeper. So you know what? I think we're going to do some renegotiations on this contract and try and get the wages and as well his squad roll down. It's just the smart thing to do. Callum Wilson, by the way, it's awesome to see him retain that overall. He's gone up, in fact, from 76. The ACL injury did have a big impact on him, but it seems like he is recovering. He's scoring goals, so super happy about that. But we're going to try and reduce the wages to help out the overall team. With that, press conference done. What an episode for Tammy Abraham. He's bagged his second hat-trick in a Newcastle shirt. He continues to score goals at an incredible rate, 15 already this season, and that's why he picks up your Player of the Episode award. Now, as I said, we're going to work on negotiating with Callum Wilson and trying to reduce the wages, and of course changing that squad role. So let's see if we'll be successful with this. He's happy with the sporadic squad role. Wow, that says a lot about the level of our team right now. That's mad. Callum Wilson ain't getting unhappy about the lack of game time with that role. We'll give him an additional 1 year on his contract. That makes a lot of sense, I think. No release clause is perfect. Now here's the interesting part. His demands as a Newcastle player. What does he want? We'll reduce the wages to 40,000. Hopefully he won't get annoyed. And we'll offer him like a 100,000 signing bonus. Is this gonna work? He wants a fair bit more money. We'll remove the goal appearance bonus. And we'll submit offer. This should maybe do things. 55,000, a bit less than what he's currently earning. He's okay with that, and that's the deal sorted. We're saving a bit on wages, but it's not all that much considering we're paying him a hefty signing bonus. But we've renewed Callum Wilson's contract, and he'll be at the club for pretty much his entire career now. Now guys, we've got Premier League action coming up soon. Games against Wolves, we've got Stoke City away, Swansea in the FA Cup, and there's no way I want to be going into those games without a first choice goalkeeper. So for now, we're going to try and do business with Burnley and see if we can get Nick Pope on a good deal. His weekly wages are super high. His value is okay. I think we can work with that. Let's see if we can pull off Nick Pope to Newcastle United. It'd be a great acquisition for us because I feel like he'd be the perfect goalkeeper for our team. He's got still room to maybe grow in his overall. He's 29. He'll give us 3 or 4 good seasons. I'm ready for this transfer, boys. Let's make it happen. Approach to buy. Time for a big negotiation round with Burnley and Sean Dyche. Okay, offer transfer fee. I'm gonna offer 11 million. That is pretty much, you know, a bit lower than what his proper value is. But let's see if Burnley are willing to accept. 13.4 million is what their counter offer is. I want to try and reduce that as much as possible because remember, I want to try and bring in another player on loan as well. So, propose new transfer fee. Let's bring this down to 11.5, which is pretty much Nick Pope's value, and see if Burnley are willing to accept. No, they're willing. They're just going to stick to their price. Okay, we'll need to get this down a tad, but let's offer 12.5 million. That seems decent. 12.5 million for Nick Pope. They're willing to accept that. Much better. We've saved a bit of cash, which we could use for potentially loaning in a player. There you have it, boys. It's now time to, of course, see if we can get Nick Pope to accept our proposition. Okay, so of course we're offering Nick Pope a crucial squad role. I mean, it'd be stupid to offer him anything else. And yep, he understands that. Moving on, now we're going to offer a contract length. I think a 3-year deal just makes a lot of sense. And that's what Nick Pope and his agent think as well. No release clause is absolutely perfect. Now for the wages, I'm going to offer the same wages he's earning at Burnley. Let's hope he finds that, you know, worthy. And we'll offer him like a 300, I think we'll have to offer him a bit more. 500,000 signing bonus because compared to what we offered Wilson, I think it's a fair offer. There's 75,000 plus 500,000 in signing bonus. That's a reasonable offer. And with that, we've completed the signing of Nick Pope from, of course, Burnley. We've got a fantastic keeper in our ranks. And I think we've replaced Dubravka incredibly well. There you have it. Newcastle United sealed the deal for Nick Pope. 12.5 million is what we're paying for him. 82 rated. 6'7". My God, is he massive. He's going to be a unit in goal for us. Let's go, boys. A massive transfer completed in this series. Okay, so how much money are we left with? About 2 million. And if we adjust that, we will have about, let's say, 60,000-70,000 in wages to work with. I think we may have enough to, of course, loan in a few players. But, I mean, one player, because that's all we're allowed. I want to also check if there are any players whose contracts are expiring. Because if we need to renew contracts, then we'll need cash. I'm not sure I want to anyway renew Dummett's contract, so that's okay. Okay, that's fine. I think we can use the rest of the money we've got to loan in maybe a defender. I think that's the play. Okay, so I've gone ahead and created a short list of centre-backs we could potentially loan in for the rest of the season. And we've got some good players in here. Todibo would be a great pickup on loan. By the way, look at his player face. Looks so realistic compared to what it was before. We've got Bastoni as a good option. Diallo as well from PSG. And Fikayo Tomori, by the way, is playing for Juve. So I'm scouting them for now. We'll hopefully get some details on them. And then we could maybe trigger a loan offer and see what's up. We got to be careful of the wages we're working with though. Because 65,000 is the limit. So hopefully we can be, you know, in that range. One more thing, you guys noticed that Dylan Miles is now 16 and we can promote him to the first team. And well, it's time to do that. I'm promoting Dylan Miles to the senior team. That is done. Have a look at him now, guys. This is it, man. The future of this club. Dylan Miles, 5-star weak foot, left-footed, 4-star skills, some good stats all round. But of course, the main reason I've promoted him is because it's the transfer window. And you guys know how loaning out players works, you know, for player growth. So I'm going to be loaning Dylan Miles out and hopefully we can get this deal sorted very soon. I'm sure next season, both Dylan Miles and even Mbappe for that matter will be a part of the Newcastle team. But for now, it's smart to just loan them out. We've done so much business literally on the first day of January. I mean, signing Nick Pope, figuring out the stuff for loan deals, trying to loan out, of course, Dylan Miles. So, yeah, it's been an exciting start to this episode. More to come, though. Okay, now, we may have hit the jackpot with the Youth Academy again. Connor Atkins seems like a baller. He's valued at 775,000 already. 57 is 77 overall is his base overall. And he's got a potential between 70 and 96. Of course, I'm going to sign him up. He is already 61 rated. This is mad. What an episode it's been for our Youth Academy. Let me know in the comment section if I'm supposed to promote him to the senior team already, because I think we can do that. and then of course loan him out. Let me know in the comment section if that's what we're supposed to do. First game for Nick Pope in a Newcastle shirt, and it's an FA Cup game against Swansea, who are I think in the second division of English football. We're defending our title this time around. I'm going to be simulating this FA Cup game because I feel like we should be able to get the better of Swansea in this early round, and that's exactly what's happened. Almiron scoring, Aaron scoring as well, and Almiron actually getting a brace. I mean, the fact that Swansea got a player sent off did help us out a fair bit. So we're moving on to the next round of the FA Cup. Ipswich have shown interest in taking Dylan Miles on a 2-year loan deal. That works out perfectly for me because we loan him out for a couple of years. We can of course recall him anytime we want. So this kind of works for me perfectly. So I'm just going to accept this offer. Dylan Miles on his way to Ipswich Town might be a great club for him to, get some, of course, experience. So let's see if this deal goes through. Okay, so after all the transfer drama and all, I know we've still got more business to do, but for now we've got a big Premier League game up against Wolves, who are 6th in the Premier League. This is going to be an interesting game. We're in a spot where we can actually challenge for top 4 this season. It's crazy. With the addition of Nick Pope, our defense is only going to get better. And let's hope we can, of course, perform better on the pitch. We've got a visit to Molineux as we take on Wolves. I've got to start Joe Willock for this one, man. He's been in incredible form. Tammy Abraham is lacking a bit in fitness, but I'm still going to, play him because he's been in unbelievable form as well. As you guys know, we're using a 4-3-3 formation very often in this series, and again against Wolves I might go with that, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the right approach because of their 5 at the back formation. We'll figure things out on the pitch though. Anyways, Newcastle Wolves, let's kick this one off. It's Nick Pope's first game in a Newcastle shirt that we're actually playing. Here we go. Game has kicked off against Wolves. I'm still not sure how to approach this game in terms of formation. You know what, let's be the aggressors. It's worked for us wonderfully, so we're going to be starting this game out with the 4-3-3. Oh my god, I think that's the wrong decision, because we just got completely ripped apart within the first 5 or so minutes. Raul Jimenez with the goal. Seems to always score against me, and Wolves have taken the lead at the Molineux. That is not the start I was expecting. Oh god, maybe I should have been a bit conservative with my approach, but oh well. Wolves now are 1-0 up, and we're going to have to try and break down their 5 at the back defense, which is not going to be easy, let's just put it that way. Willock, we know he's been in great form, links up well with Tammy Abraham. The question is if he is onside here. Tries to bring it inside, but couldn't. But good signs that we're able to get in behind this defense, which is a massive positive. Here goes Tammy Abraham, difficult angle for him to score though from. There's the cheeky skill move, goes for goal, but a big block coming from Connor Cody. We're getting in behind this defense, so a lot of hopes for this game. We've now got a corner, and I haven't scored from a corner in this entire series, and that's not going to change there. But Willock from distance goes for goal. He's got a good shot on him, and Rui Patricio had to make a decent save. They made it look easy though. Good pass for Tammy Abraham. The hold-up play is decent. Finds Willock. Now Saint Maximin. I need that run from Jamal Lewis. I get that run from Lewis. Cut back for Tammy. If he can turn around and shoot, that'd be nice. He can, but it's blocked again. We're constantly attacking this Wolves team. It's about time we get that goal, man. Ward-Prowse again. How different could it have been for Ward-Prowse? We might have signed him, at one point if he hadn't joined Wolves. Right now he's linking up well for Wolves as Tolisso gets a crucial interception as we get the ball away. Man, this has been difficult, as I think we expected. Wolves at Molineux are always a tricky team to play against. Half-time, and I'm not happy with this performance. We should be doing a lot better. Second half, let's hope for some changes. I'm going to be making 3 changes. Tammy Abraham hasn't had the best of nights, and I think it might be the perfect game for Callum Wilson to show his finishing touch. Signed a new contract. Let's see if he can deliver on the pitch. I'm also going to bring on Buendia for Willock. Controversial, but I think it might work out. You know what? We could try this. Willock playing in a deeper role with Buendia playing as a cam. Let's try this one out and see if this can help us get back in the game. Oh my god, Raul Jimenez has gotten in behind Nick Pope. I can't blame him, that's just awful defending. And just as I make the substitutions, we go 2-0 down. It's been a while since we've lost in the Prem, I get that, but I think we're taking an L here. I really think we're taking an L. Away to Wolves. Frustrating, man, considering they're just one place beneath us in the Prem. Wilson linking up really well there. Gets in behind Callum Wilson. Difficult angle. No way. Nothing is going my way in this game. Callum Wilson needed to score that, but the keeper makes a save. It's just not been our night. Everything's gone perfectly for Wolves. They've taken all their chances, whereas we've just been abysmal. There you have it, guys. Full time. Fair enough. Wolves beat us fair and square. It was a good performance from them. A terrible performance from us. Maybe all the, negotiations, the transfer business, all that distracted us, and well, we've taken a big L in the Prem. Even with that defeat, we're still 5th in the Premier League, but we've made things more hard for us for a potential top 4 push because we're 3 points off Man City now, 4 behind Manchester United, and Wolves are just a point off us. Plus the pressure from teams like Chelsea, Arsenal and Spurs is imminent, so we need to get back to winning ways. Next game is against Palace. Before that though, have a look at this. Dylan Miles has been loaned out to Ipswich and I'm hoping we can see a rapid growth in his overall. Okay, so scouting report is done for all these players. Todibo is on 110,000 per week wage. How are we going to loan him in? Oh, I do remember we can split the wages with Barcelona, so that should be able to help us. Apart from that, Bastoni is on 75,000. Diallo is on 100,000. Yo, these wages are nuts. We probably won't be able to loan Tomori in because he's recently joined Juve, but we'll figure stuff out. But hopefully we'll be able to loan in one of these players. I'm not going to do this signing for this episode. We'll keep it for the next one because I want to know which centre-back you guys think is the one we should bring in. Of course, I don't think we're going to be putting in like a future fee or anything of that sort because we're just going to be signing or loaning one of these in for like a short-term period. So we'll have them, as backup option while Dummett recovers. That's basically the plan behind this signing because we need squad depth in that centre-back position. We've of course got about 70,000 or so to work with in terms of wages. If we adjust that even more, about 75,000 is the maximum we can get to. So depending on that, let me know. If you guys have any other centre-back ideas, put it down in the comments. Next up for us is Crystal Palace at home. We cannot let that Wolves defeat affect us. It's time for us to get back to winning ways in the Premier League and make a push for top 4. But at the very least, remain in that 5th spot. So we're up against Palace. This is the team I'm running with. Let's go out there and get a win. We're coming off a terrible result to Wolves, boys. And that means we need to bounce back with a win here. There's no two ways about it. And hoping also for a good performance from the likes of Buendia. I mean, he's had a shocking season so far. I mean, completely outshined by a rookie in Joe Willock. This is looking nice. Tolisso looking for that pass for Saint-Maximin. And we know how quick he is. Here he goes. Saint-Maximin, 1v1. Couldn't get the shot off. That's good defending from Palace. But just goes to show we're able to exploit the wings in this game. Corner. Might this be the time we get a goal with Tammy Abraham from a set piece? And nope. Jules Conde, though, in space to maybe go for goal. That's a free kick though. That's a free kick. Buendia is decent with set pieces, so you never know. He might just be able to pop this one in the back of the net. I need to get this one perfect, boys. Come on, Buendia. Put this one in the back of the net. It seems decent, but the keeper saves it. Not enough power. I'm waiting for some extra support. It's not coming. Abraham there. Can he attack this defense? Here he goes. Tammy Abraham here. Looks inside for Tolisso. Has to be a goal. Let's go. Tolisso opens the deadlock. What a signing. He's been the former Bayern player. Pops up in these kind of positions so often for us. An opener here. Tolisso makes it 1-0 against Palace. And we needed this. We needed to get the first goal in this game to just give us that confidence booster after taking a big L to Wolves. And I'm glad Tolisso comes up with the goal. Hopefully now we'll have more open spaces in this game. And that means more goals for us. Half-time, and it's been a bit of a disaster class from Almiron. So I kind of feel like it makes sense to bring on Fraser down the wings. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Slimani looks for that pass backwards, gets it back. I know Slimani's decent on this game because he scored a fair few against us. Fabian Shah with a crucial interception. And now we could do something on the counter. Ryan Fraser, this is why we've brought him on. Let's hope we can make this one count. He brings it inwards. Oh my god, Ryan. The two wingers we've got at the club. Oh, Tammy Abraham gets a gift. Ball back in for Saint-Maximin. We've scored. What's just happened here? I was about to complain about how bad Ryan Fraser is, but instead, Saint-Maximin has bagged another goal. We need a replay on this because I don't know how Tammy Abraham got the ball in the first place. It was a very good cross from him. The awareness was class. Look at that. That's just awful. And then the cross in for Saint-Maximin. Simple stuff. He scores. Tammy Abraham with his second assist of the game, by the way. He's having a good game overall. And Saint-Maximin adding to his goal tally, his 9th goal in the Premier League so far. Oh, Saint-Maximin, the pace, the raw pace that he possesses is just unstoppable. I'm going to square this one for Tammy Abraham just to return the favour. And Abraham gets on the score sheet as well. It's Newcastle 3, Crystal Palace 0. What a performance, honestly. Saint-Maximin's pace there was just unplayable. Once he got in behind, it was just, yeah, the movement from Tammy Abraham. He just had to make a straight run. And yep, a simple finish, 3-0 up. Since we are 3-0 up, kind of makes sense to make some changes. I'm going to bring on Longstaff for Tolisso. We'll also bring on Willock for Buendia. And Callum Wilson for Tammy Abraham. I think we'll do that as well. Oh, I don't have any more substitutions, so we'll keep it at this. Abraham looks for Ryan Fraser. This might be the moment we see Ryan Fraser actually get on the score sheet. Nope. Ryan Fraser and Almiron literally compete on being like who can waste the most chances. Honestly, guys, at least Almiron picks up assists here and there. Fraser for me does virtually nothing. When we do eventually sign a winger, I'm probably going to sell Fraser, but Nick Pope, man. Nick Pope has had a disastrous start to his Newcastle career. First of all, he conceded 2 to Wolves, and he's yet to make a good save for me. Hopefully this isn't a sign of things to come and it's just a matter of bad luck, but that's a bad goal to concede. You'd expect him to make that save there because he's 6'7" and he's getting chipped. And that is full time against Crystal Palace. A very, very good win for us. 3-1. It's a shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet, but another home win for Newcastle United. And we're getting back to winning ways in the Prem. Still 5th in the Premier League. Only 3 points separate us and Leicester City. The gap between us and Wolves is still a point, but I think we've increased our gap between us and Spurs and Arsenal. So that's a good sign. 5th in the Premier League I wouldn't be too angry with, but I still want to make that push for top 4. I'm sure we can finish ahead of Leicester City this season. We're going to need to just keep pushing massively. Also, by the way, take a look at the top scorers in the Premier League. We've got Tammy Abraham in there with 13, but Mane and Vardy running away with it. 20 goals so far. They're fighting for the Golden Boot. Do we have Saint Maximin in here? We've got Saint Maximin in the 16th spot with 9 goals. It's been a pretty good episode for our sponsored objectives because look at this, we've completed the clean sheet objective already. 10 clean sheets. In fact, we've done way more than that already this season, so that's awesome. In fact, we're on 13 home wins for the season. So basically, the Adidas sponsorship is in the bag already. And we could make a push for the Nike one if things go well in the Europa League for us, because by the looks of things, top 6 in the Prem might just happen. So we've got big decisions to make soon, but good to see stuff going well with our sponsored objectives. Player of the episode for this one, I'm leaning towards Tolisso. The opening goal against, of course, Palace was the most important one. Although Abraham all round was just unbelievable, but from midfield, Tolisso making the deep run and scoring, defensively being solid. For me, I'm leaning towards Tolisso for this one. Next episode could get really heated because we need to desperately loan in a defender because of, squad depth issues. And I'm looking at Tomori, Diallo, Bastoni, Todibo. We need to make a decision in the next one. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. Chelsea want to sign Diallo on a permanent deal, so we need to act fast, otherwise we'll miss out on a lot of these amazing players. And next episode, we will be wrapping up with the transfer window and moving on towards the second half of this season. So it's going to be a big one. And if you guys are enjoying this series, come in with the support by dropping a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll catch you all next time.